Commendation and Jess Duran's retirement.
Mr. Ochoa.
It is probably a hackneyed term to say and refer to this as some occasion that is bittersweet, but truly I can think of no better adjective to describe the loss of an executive, a leader, a colleague, and over the last 4.5 years, a friend. Jess Duran has faithfully served this community and this organization for 38 years, starting straight out of college that will not be named here, but despite that, overcame those educational obstacles to demonstrate that he was worthy of not only being part of the Glendale family, but also being rewarded, able to earn increasingly important leadership positions within the organization and community. In probably the best indication of all that Jess has to offer and all that he has given to the community. In his final chapter of his career, though he started out in community development and housing, really focused in the area of human services, was asked and tapped to help recast the Parks and Rec Department into the modern Community Services and Parks Department, a department that focuses on the whole Glendale resident, that focuses not just on the quality of life for those people who enjoy this community, but also those who are most vulnerable and those who are in the greatest need by way of senior citizens who are anxious and needing of human contact and interaction with other people, the homeless that need the hand up as well as the hand out occasionally, as well as the children and families that are the customers of the Community Services and Parks Department. That was not Jess's original calling, but he adopted that department, ultimately becoming the director. And I have to say, particularly based on the leadership cadre that he has left behind him, those younger journey-level folks who are ready and eager to take the reins of the department, he has fulfilled the first obligation of leadership, which is to build other leaders. The antithesis of a bureaucrat, and certainly somebody who leads with his heart as well as his head. I have to tell you that I personally will miss Jess's sense of humor, very dry and wry though it is, but I will miss the squinting eyes and the occasional degree of skepticism as we decided which hill he would charge next. Always he did it as a professional, always he did it with a degree of emotion as a caring, gentle man. And for my money, we just don't have nearly enough of that in this world, let alone this community. So with your indulgence, would you please help me in thanking and recognizing and rewarding Mr. Jess Duran.
Jess, it's my honor to read this mayor's commendation presented to Jess Duran, Director of Community Services and Parks. In recognition of your retirement after 38 years of exemplary service with the City of Glendale, your admirable leadership has helped many people grow within our organization. Thank you for your passionate work in providing outstanding community service. Your positive impact on our local parks and recreation centers has left an indelible mark on our community. It is now time for you to stop living at work, and start working at living your life with your loved ones. On behalf of the City of Glendale, thank you for nearly 4 decades of service, and congratulations in this new chapter of your life. And may you enjoy every minute of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Although this is Jess's last city council meeting, this is not our last city council meeting, Jess, so don't blow it for us.
Few words?
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor, divine members of the City Council. One thing I will not miss is having to follow Scott Ochoa. As eloquent as he is, it's really difficult. This whole thing is very difficult for me. I had no idea it was going to be as difficult as it's been, with all of the mixed emotions and just having emotions. I'm not known for being a very emotional, animated person. But it has been a very long, fulfilling, extremely gratifying career. I feel so fortunate and blessed that I was given several opportunities to grow and develop this organization with the confidence and the trust of the City Council at all times, and the City Manager's office. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you, the City Council, the community, the residents, the volunteers, the commissioners, foundation members, and nonprofits that partner with the city to provide needed services and programs. Clearly, none of us can do it alone. And I am truly inspired every day that I come to work by the caring, commitment, and appreciation of each of the entities that I just named, as well as our own city employees. This, in my opinion, is a very well-run city that is in tremendous shape, thanks to everyone at the dais. I think the community acknowledges and appreciates the level of service that it receives and enjoys that translates into a high quality of life, as I believe was reflected by the recent election results pertaining to Proposition N. Thank you, City Council, for your leadership, support, and again, trust and confidence in me and my department. We, the department heads, and the city organization are very aware that the City Council does set the tone and does create the vision for what it believes is in the best interest of this community and the city. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to be able to embrace and implement your vision on a daily basis. Thank you very much.
I'd like to, yes, thank you,
Councilmember
Madam Mayor.
Sinanian?
Dear Jess, sorry to see you go. The last 3.5 years have been a pleasure to work with you, but before those 3.5 years, I had 6 years of working with you much more directly as a Parks Commissioner and a CDBG Commissioner. So for whatever reason, for those 6 years, I happened to be working with you. But now you're leaving, you have to move on, I understand that. You've done great things, you're going to be remembered very fondly, despite what the city manager may say. And hope you make the best of your free time.
Thank you. Councilmember Garpetian?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. I've known Jess for the last 14 years, and I had the pleasure to work with him on different capacities. I was on Design Review Board when I joined the board on 2004, Parks Department and Parks Commission, and as well as Historic Preservation Commission. It was a pleasure working with you because you're the coolest, most professional director I've ever met. Even from this dais, we threw so many curveballs at you, and you catch them very calmly, and you have answer for every question. And I want to thank you not as a council member, but as a resident of this city, as a father of 3 children, a family man, because under your leadership, our city is in a better place to be in and live in. So I want to thank you, wish you all the best. And I'm sure we're going to see you around this city in a different capacity very soon. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to that as well. So good luck, and thank you.
Councilmember Najarian?
Congratulations, Jess. When we needed new parks and we needed more programming, you were the one who made it all happen. And it's such an important part of our life and our lifestyle here for our residents. You were the right man at the right time, and we're so glad to have had you. Sorry to see you go. But I wish you very best of success and fortune and good health and enjoyment for the life after the city of Glendale. Thank you, Jess.
Councilmember Friedman?
Well, there are some people whose work is overshadowed sometimes by their personality. And you're someone whose work always shone through because you are a quiet person and you are not somebody who likes to take credit or call attention to himself as a rule. So what always really shone through with you is the work that you did. And you see it in every park in Glendale, from Dukmagian all the way down to the very bottom in Adams Hill and the gas station in Palmer Park and everything in between. Because all of those public places have your fingerprints on them. And they'll always have your fingerprints on them. And that's something to be proud of. All of the smiles on the faces of the children and the people there, you had a role in. So I hope that you realize that and really feel that, and that you will remember that, and that you'll take pride in it and take some credit for it. And we will absolutely miss you. Thank you. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you. Jess, last but not least, I will just say, just to show the diversity of Jess Duran, he even worked with the Commission on the Status of Women and was able to handle all 5 of us very nicely. Thank you. You are a kind, gentle man, and you've done a great job for this community. You're leaving a legacy that, you know, it will be hard to see again. So congratulations. Enjoy your retirement. Talk to me if you ever decide to go into politics, okay? All right. No.
Okay.
All the best.
I'll never
to
have that
Jess.
talk, but okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we move on, I just want to make this one announcement.